Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out another video on my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Peloton. I know, why are we talking about Peloton? Today, we're talking about Peloton in terms of why it's a successful company. This is going to be a series where I talk through companies and people that I see as successful or trending or viral or whatever it may be, and how we can apply that to our lives. So if you have a suggestion, make sure to comment below a company or a person or whatever, and we'll make sure to make a video out of it. So we can look at a company like Peloton, understand what the craze is about, what the hype is about, and then translate that to becoming a better leader ourselves. As always, if you like this content, make sure that you like the video and subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into it. I am so fascinated by Peloton because at first I didn't understand what the big deal was. My friends were getting Pelotons, my family members were getting Pelotons. It just felt like everybody was getting Pelotons. So if you're watching this video and you're like, wait, I don't know what Peloton is, you might be living under a rock, but it's okay. We'll go over it right now. Peloton is a stationary bike startup that started in 2012. I know what you're saying. A stationary bike startup? What the heck? Basically, the founder of Peloton found that him and his wife, they couldn't go to the gym. Their lives were too busy. Their schedules were too hectic. And so he decided to start his own company of a stationary bike that you could work out from the comfort of your home. And that small idea over the past 9 years has grown into a worldwide phenomenon. I feel like in my life, I saw everybody getting Pelotons. I saw my friends getting it. I saw my families getting it. I saw my neighbors getting it. You get the point. Everybody was getting Peloton. And what was interesting is on paper, I thought, man, how are people so obsessed with this? And I would ask them, what's the big deal about Peloton? And the way that they would sell it to me, I just would be so confused. Let me paint you this picture. It's a bike, but it's not like a real bike. It's a stationary bike. So instead of biking and going outdoors and getting fresh air, you're just in your house. Okay, convenience, that's great. Is it cheap? Well, no, it's not cheap. It's like $2,000.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
$2,000? Yeah, plus a $40 membership fee. What? So you're telling me you are sitting on a stationary bike like the ones that I see all the time in gyms, and you pay $2,000 for and a $40 membership fee? This did not make any sense. No sense. I don't know. Are you brainwashed? Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. So I was fascinated to understand how Peloton had built such a cult-like following. And it's actually really cool what they did to become successful. I mean, even in 2012, a bunch of investors said, we don't want to invest in this because it's too risky. A, they developed their own bike. They manufactured it. B, they have fitness classes that they themselves made. So basically, they are coming up with all the content and all the resources for this. So a ton of investors were like, peace, we're out. But now you look at Peloton and it is everywhere. So through reading articles, watching videos, watching reviews, all these different things, I saw three main things that made Peloton as successful as it is. Now, of course, there are so many factors as to why this company has found success. But for today's video, I'm going to cover three that I think is the most prevalent and we can apply to our own lives. So here are the three factors of the success formula of Peloton. Numero uno, the community. Peloton reminds me a little bit of CrossFit back in the day, where everyone was like, yo, do CrossFit, do CrossFit, do CrossFit, CrossFit, handstand. And everyone was like, dude, shut up. Nobody cares. But what Peloton has done extremely successful is center their product around a community that is built. So each bike has a monitor and you can take fitness classes. You can actually see and compare data and trends with your friends. You can take classes with your friends. You can compete against your friends. I read this article where this D1 athlete lived on the opposite side of the country from his best friend. But on Peloton, they always compete every single day and take the same workout classes. That's community. And people love community. People love to feel included. They love to feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And so when you can so easily access the networking and the relationship building within a workout platform, people love it. Everybody knows that working out is so much easier to do with friends. Why? Because when you feel lazy, they say, hey, stop being lazy, come with me, and they grab you. A big part of fitness sometimes is accountability. And while your friends aren't forcing you to take classes or get on the bike, when you can see in front of you a whole network of friends that are taking workouts, that got this time, that did this session, it makes it so much easier for you to participate in that. So in your own life, whatever you're leading at, whatever capacity, ask the question to yourself, am I creating a space where people can find community? Am I creating something that people want to be a part of? Challenge, hardship, excitement, celebration, it's always a lot more fun when it's done with other people. So aim to buidd that community. Number 2, that's actually 4. 2, quality that produces advocates. So from the videos that I saw, this product is very, very quality. You have this amazing LED screen in front of you. You have the fitness coaches that are leading sessions, and they're even calling out people on milestones. So if it's your 100th ride, if it's your 1,000th ride, they're able to call you out by name in the middle of a session. So super personable, and it's very quality. The bike itself is a sleek design. The lighting that comes from the fitness instructors, it's all very pretty. It's pretty, it's beautiful. So when you produce something of quality, you're always going to naturally have advocates. The biggest sellers of Peloton aren't advertisers. They're people that have bought the product and are telling other people, you need to buy this product. It's the same exact idea if I have somebody that's coming up for pest control on my doorstep and knocking on my door and trying to sell me their pest control. Well, of course you're going to say it's the best pest control because you're trying to sell me the product. But if my neighbor comes over and says, hey man, I've been using this company and they're amazing and here's why, that is so much more of a reliable source because I have equity with that person. So when people buy a Peloton and they love it and they're telling their friends, of course they're going to be more likely to buy it because they trust their friends. They trust those opinions. Peloton lets their quality speak for themselves and then lets other people that have experienced that do the advertising for them. So in whatever capacity you're leading, if the people or the organization that you're leading aren't shouting from the rooftops, hey, be a part of this, then maybe ask yourself the question, why? Here's the thing. People love bragging about things that they like. TV shows. I tell people all the time what TV shows they should be watching, what movies they should be watching. The coffee shop that I went to, that was amazing. Why? Because we love to brag about things that we like. So if you're leading something and people aren't telling other people you should be a part of this, it might be a quality problem that you need to deal with. And number 3 is maybe the obvious one, but whatever. Number 3 might be the most obvious one, but it was the genesis of the idea. It was convenience. Now with the pandemic happening and everybody being quarantined, this convenience key was huge. The idea started with, how do we take a fitness world and bring it to people's homes without them paying $10,000 for a home gym? And since then, Peloton has been described as the Netflix of fitness. Now think about this for a second. We are entering a world where a lot of things are changing. Uber's putting out Taxi. Netflix put out Blockbuster and Hollywood Studios. Airbnb is threatening the hotel industry. We even have Instacart for people getting groceries. So the willingness of this company, Peloton, to innovate and create a more convenient platform for their consumers put them ahead of the game. Put them miles ahead of the game. At the end of the day, people love convenience. And I feel like a lot of people bash on this idea. Convenience is good. You know, there's some people that say you should have to work harder for some of these things. Why? Convenience equals efficiency. If I can be more efficient, I'm going to be more efficient. Now, me, I love the personal experience of a gym. I love driving. I love the weightlifting. I love that side of it. So that's why I haven't invested into a Peloton. But when you're talking about a huge health problem in the United States and people that are wanting to become healthier, this is amazing. You're telling me I can wake up in the morning, walk over in the same exact room and get a full-on workout with a personal trainer with my friends? Of course I'm going to invest in that. Which causes me to ask the question in my life, in the areas where I'm leading, am I making unnecessary hurdles or inconveniences for people? Where can I make things more convenient for people to reach the goals that I'm wanting them to reach? Doing for the sake of doing is over. It's dead. So with the company of Peloton, we can honestly see the community, the quality that produces advocates, and the convenience makes it a perfect recipe for success. So in your life, how are you creating community with the people around you? How are you producing quality that's going to produce advocates? And how are you creating convenience in your leadership in a way where people can go from A to Z in where you want them to go without jumping through unnecessary hoops? That's what Peloton's doing well, and that's what you and I should be doing well. Again, thank you for checking out this YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.